Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Let's see if anyone's out there. Hey Doris, hey Cindy, hi Belinda, hey Teresa. How you feeling, Belinda? You better now? Hi Teresa. Hi Leslie. Hey Michelle. Hi Lisa. Hi Andrea. Hi Jan. Hey Kathy. Oh no, sorry Belinda. All right, I am going to just show you quickly what came in new. We'll finish this page and I think I can start another project. Okay, Precision Glue Press is back in stock. This is good. Sorry guys, hold on 1 second. For some reason when I'm on video it doesn't stop the phone from ringing. So if you have problems with your hands, this is a good tool to have. It comes with a bottle of the Nuvo glue and then an empty bottle that you can put in there and fill with your own glue. So we've sold these before, we were out of stock, they are now back in. Yeah, Belinda, that storm's not going to come anywhere near us. So we did get some new paper artsy stamps in today. Still waiting on a couple of boxes to come in and the one that was destroyed, looking for that too. Okay, Joffy 144, so if you're looking for a fun Christmas stamp, this is a good one. Nice tree, and you can stamp this, cut it out and make your tree really short or, you know, as tall as you want. And it says stay warm and toasty this Christmas, and you've got Merry Christmas all the way down the bottom. You have a border, you might not realize that's a stamp. That is a border and then a matching little bit there. So you can see, cute stamp. Seth Apter, ESA 47. When one door closes, another door opens. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down, and all kinds of fun stuff in that. Allison back in stock, EAB 40. EAB 41 back in stock as well. So this is pressed grasses, I'm sorry, umbels and pressed grasses. HP 1802, I'm going to grab that one for myself. TS 083, Tracy was showing with her new stamps what you can do, how to alter the girls. So we got all the girls back in stock again. TS 083. TS 093. So of course they don't have to look anything like this as she shows you. Hi Robin. And then 3 stencils are back in stock. I was going to grab one for myself, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to get. So you won't find these under Just In because we've had them before. So this one is called Mask BJ02. They're from Studio Light. Then we have this one, Mask BJ01. Oop, they didn't pop that bit out. And then Mask BJ04. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to grab, so I'll keep all 3 here so I can figure it out. Hey, Phil. Okay, so I'm going to pop those here so we make sure they go out. And I don't lose them in the mess that I have going on here. Okay. Oops. Let's move that here too. Yeah, they are pretty stencils. I like new stamps and stencils and dyes and inks and paints and all of it, all the time. Okay, so this is what we were working on yesterday. Why don't we just get this stuck down? I found something black, so we'll use that as our piece. So let's start gluing and just get it done. Okay, this I need to mat on a little bit of black. Will it fit here without, because you know I ink everything up in sight. Let's just see what that is. That is 2 1/4. By 3 1/4. I don't even remember where I got all those old photos from. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's a tonic die that we have. And you can cut it in the middle of a card. So if you're making a card, you can, oops, let me grab some score tape to put this one down. You can just have it in the middle of the card. And it has, yeah, you weren't here. Here it is. So it has 2. This is the one I used, and then it has this one, and then you can cut it out if you want by adding this strip. And it's called Moroccan Mosaic Screen. I did put a link to it actually yesterday's video in case anybody wanted it. Oh dear, the phones. Okay, so I think we'll put that down there, and I'll just put some in the middle. Let's see, I'm just going to put that up here if I remember. Let's just tack that down here. Yes, it's going to get holes. I am going to put it in my planner. Actually, it might be kind of fun on there too. No, you won't see it. Here it is. I have no idea if that's straight. Let's put holes in it now. I should have done that first. Oops. Oop, I moved my things. I moved the holes to do something else. I'll do that later. They are adjustable. Okay, I had this strip and I wanted to kind of maybe use it on the page because I really liked that strip. Let's ink the edges a little bit. Let's see. So when the UPS guy came in today, it, again, was not my regular one. And this guy does not have really a good sense of humor. I asked him about sending the body parts in the mail, and he thinks a head is a body part and I shouldn't send them. And he didn't have an answer for me on the shark torso. He's like, yeah, I think you should ask Brian when he gets back. I'm like, okay. So I'm wondering if he's not going to bring me any packages the rest of this week. He might be afraid. So there you go. Very quick journal page. Just wanted to use that die. Let me tack that down a bit more. And people say to me all the time, what is the point of art journaling? There is no point. It should be just something that you make for the sake of making. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just fun to make things. It's also a place to experiment and see what you like and what you don't. All reasons to art journal. And I got to test that die out. I also like how I did the infusions on my background and then brayered paint on top. I enjoyed that. So there you go. Planner page, I will put away. Oh, Robin, people look at you strange too. No, but I mean, this, obviously he doesn't have a sense of humor, this UPS guy. I did tell him though yesterday, I said, I'm going to have to be yelling at you every time you come in and try and get a check for all those little charges going to come through. He's like, oh yeah, I hope Brian's back. I'm just going to cut that because I like that piece. Okay, so let me take this stamp set. I had a kind of an idea for this. Let me grab a page. Let me grab. Another piece of watercolor paper. Get a trimmer. Yeah, Robin, right? Yeah, that's a good one, missing art class. It is enjoying the process, Jan. To me, it's all about the process, right? I don't really care if my pages look fantastic at the end, as long as I had fun making them. That's what I like. And Robin, you must have the same sense of humor as me. I have a British sense of humor, but very sarcastic. And I find a lot of people don't get my sense of humor. Because I'm not using a die, I'm just going to use that page, eyeball it. Okay, because I know that page fits. So let me put that down here. Put that in my watercolor. Okay. So I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to stamp this out, the flower. And maybe we could do what I did with the other stamp set last week. We could do a couple of different projects with the same stamp set. So again, this is 1802. And I want the flower. I want the flower on a smaller piece of watercolor paper. So let me grab a stamp block. I'm going to stamp it in black. I'm going to stamp it in gray because I don't have black. Now I'm going to end up stamping the whole thing, but I want to cut the flower out because I want to do it in some kind of metallic color. So now this is watercolor paper and you don't really get a great stamping. Oh, that works fine. There. Let's do the background in some kind of blue color because I'm going to do the flower in a metallic orange. So why don't we start with some In the Navy infusions because I happen to have it right in front of me. I never put the infusion stuff back. And I need water now. Oh, right here. We're going to use a little bit of infusions and then we're going to use some Lindy's as well. I love that starburst pattern you get when you first put it down. Let me grab my Lindy's. Well, I guess it goes right on top of the stamp. Let's use some of this one. Yeah, all I did was, Doris, so they come with a little thing inside the cap, like a little protective thing that you find on, throw that away. And I just took my pokey tool, went right through the top. It's really, really easy because it's very soft. You could, if you wanted to, keep a push pin in the top. I don't knock mine over, so I don't need to. But I like to use them like that. Okay. Yeah, just my die pick pokey tool thing. I'm going to take up some of the brown so we get a bit more blue. So it's not quite so dark there. And I need, let me get, let's try this one. Another blue. No, not at all. As you'd think so, because, you know, I'm in a very humid area. But no, not at all. I've had them for at least 3 or 4 years in here in this room. And no, the humidity doesn't get to it at all. But that's a good question, because I never even thought about that. Is anyone here from along the coast in North Carolina? Because I think that you'll get affected a little bit by that hurricane coming through. So I'm just spreading the color around so I'm getting most of it. But I still have a bit of variation in the background from the infusions. Okay, so let's start drying that. We'll have a lot of shimmer on it. Yeah, they are. Oh yeah, Leslie. Probably not as humid as here though. I think we live in Satan's armpit, so it's very sweaty down here. I'm going to pull some of this up because otherwise this will take a long time to dry. Two different products, Robin. Infusions has no shimmer to it. It has watercolor powder. It's like a stain. And it has the walnut crystal in it. And the walnut crystal melts or dissolves at a different rate than the color. Lindy's has mica shimmer in it. So those are very shimmery, and it just depends. I use them both together. Depends if you want the shimmer or you don't. So if you do a lot of vintage things, then the Infusions is a better product. Let me just wipe up this table here. Well, you can see I've got a lot of the walnut here. Well, it is, Robin. It's so sweaty down here. I mean, you know, we put up with this weather, right? So that we can lord it over the rest of the country in December and January and February. And we can pretend that we're freezing and going to die, you know, because it dropped 10 degrees. So we suffer, or I suffer the other 9 months of the year, so I can do that. Okay, it needs to dry just a little bit more. Yes, you can. There's plenty of ways you can use infusions. You can put it in a spray bottle, you can add water, you can put it just here on your mat or on a tray and spray water and use it as a watercolor. You can mix it with gel medium and use it in a paste. There's many, many ways to use infusions. You can also do those same things with Lindy's. You can put it in a spray bottle. You can just mix it with water. You can mix it with gel medium. Lots and lots of things. Okay, it's almost dry because I want to stamp on this. You've moved back north, Robin? I have been dreaming of that, actually, I gotta say. It'll never happen. I have so much stuff at home. I'm just gonna die in the house because it's easier than packing or moving. Kind of like the store. I have so much stuff in the back room, it's unreal. Okay, so I don't know that you can see the shimmer, but there is a lot of shimmer in these darker areas. There's a little bit of shimmer under there and a tiny bit under here where the infusions is. So I'm sure you might not be able to see it. Oh, you're from New York originally. Okay. That's where my stepmonster's from. Okay, so let's move the infusions out the way. Move the Lindy's out the way. Let's, I want a circle. I have this. This could be a circle. Okay. I am going to, let's see, I'm going to draw a circle. All right. I was cleaning, and that is the lid to my sponges. Okay, so I got a circle. Let's find something to put in the background. Anything on that one? Nope. Perhaps this one. This is this stamp from Jockey 125 that I didn't put away yesterday. Let's grab a stamp block. I'm just stamping a little bit in the background, and I'm using a gray ink so it doesn't pull forward, it stays in the background. Okay, that will be a good start. What does this word say? No, that won't work. I'm just going to use something that I left out. That one will be good. So I'm letting it touch the bits that I already did. Make sure you dip your fingernail in the ink as well. Okay. Need some more. I'm going to ink the edges. I can still feel it's a bit damp down in this corner here. Oh, so don't forget, tomorrow is Elizabeth Craft's release day. I will send an email out as a reminder. It'll be up on our website for order. We'll be matching the bundle price that Elizabeth Crafts has, and we have a nice stamp set as a free gift. If you purchase from us, it is not a stamp set from Elizabeth Craft Designs. It is a specific planner stamp, just to let you know. Yeah, I get paint and all kinds of stuff all over me all the time. Okay, let's stick it in here. Okay. Okay, I wanted the bottom piece in there. Okay, let me stamp the bottom piece first. And do I have black ink? I do. So I want the black bottom just to come out of the circle slightly. Okay. Now, and don't forget it's on watercolor paper, so, and I don't have to be so concerned about this piece at the top because I stamped that, which I'm going to color later and glue on top. It's really this piece. I just needed somewhere that I could see that. Okay. Well, I may have to, because of the ridges, do it on paper and cut that out as well. Well, I guess it's not such a big deal. This watercolor paper is quite textured. So I will do that. I will stamp it on. Oops. So my plan is to color this, and oh God, we're out of time. I'm so sorry. We'll finish it tomorrow. we'll work on it again. But my plan was to color this, cut it out, and glue it on here, so I only need a little bit of the background. This isn't showing up too well, and it's because of the texture. It's heavily textured watercolor paper. So I'll stamp that on paper too. But we'll continue it tomorrow when we go live then. Thanks for watching. I'll see you online tomorrow. Bye.